Welcome to APEC. It's October 23rd, and I'm your moderator, Tim Ventura. First, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this call, along with everyone watching us on YouTube. In today's session, Kavya Vadadi and Associates will discuss reverse engineering of the ancient Vimana. Kevin Day will talk about the Navy UAP encounters and recent UAP expeditions. And Gary Stevenson will be talking about MHD propulsion utilizing superconducting nanowires. We'll also hear updates from Falcon Space and Associates, and we will be finishing off the event with an open discussion and ad hoc presentations by conference attendees. So a couple of quick reminders. You can view conference replays, details, and speaker info on our website at www.altpropulsion.com. Please save your questions for the Q&A session after each presentation. You can raise your hand in Zoom using Option Y on Mac or Alt Y on Windows. You can also type those questions into chat and we will go through them after each presenter finishes. Just a quick note as well, the APEC one-year anniversary party is coming up on November 13th. Mark Sokol is going to be having a live event in his lab to celebrate that. So please contact him if you're interested in attending, and I'm sure he'll tell us more about that later. Okay, so now it is my distinct pleasure to welcome our special contributor and regular attendee, Kishle Kizu, who will introduce our first guest.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Tim. So today we are going to talk about Vimanas. Vimanas are an intriguing and poorly understood topic that are often associated with gods, wars, and mythology. But today we hope to change that stereotype by presenting the point that these are deeply connected with science and technology, which is encrypted into Vedic text in the form of shlokas. A few weeks ago, Mark Sokol asked me to find people from India who are into the Vimana thing and the physics related to it. Here we are, and today I'd like to introduce Kavya Vadadi and her team to discuss her project on reverse engineering the Vimana and the technology related to it. So Kavya Vadadi is an aerospace engineer from Visakhapatnam, India, who has been working to reverse engineer the Marutsaka Viman and produce models, computer simulations, 3D designs, and engineering proofs based on ancient Vedic text. A 3D printed model of her design has been successfully 3D model successfully tested in the University of California, Irvine. Her work has also been featured on the History Channel's Ancient Aliens shows involving Dr. Dr. Travis Taylor and George Tsoukalos. For her work on Mini Rukma unmanned aerial vehicle project, she has won the Best Team Award in the Aeronautical Society of India's National Olympic Competition. Let's also welcome Dr. Srihari Viji, who holds a doctorate in Sanskrit prosody and has 22 years experience in teaching Sanskrit in various institutes. He has keen interest in ancient Indian sciences, manuscripts, Natya Shastra, Chanda Shastra, Vyakaran Shastra, classical and Vedic Sanskrit literature, education and real-life applications of it. Finally, let me introduce Kartik Amanchi. Kartik Amanchi is a postgraduate specializing in nanocomposites. He is pivotal in developing the world's first clean technology process for manufacturing nanomaterials on a commercial scale. He conducts workshops, lectures, etc. to attract the student community into decoding Sanskrit verses and scientifically conducting experiments to verify the data. He was a keynote speaker in Vienna Energy Forum 2017 and Global Cleantech Innovation Program 2016 conducted by United Nations Industrial Development Organization and Global Green Nanotechnology Conclave 2015 conducted by CII and many others. Now, let's welcome Kavya to today's event and I'll hand it over to get started. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. So I'm Kavya Valluri. I'm going to talk about Vimana's research which we are doing today. So firstly, I'd like to share the PowerPoint presentation. So I hope everybody can see the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so I'm going to discuss advanced ancient space technology, Vimana Shastra. So the contents of this PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to discuss about ancient alien ancestors. So long back, there were visitors to our planet. So I'm going to talk about that, and then introduction to this very advanced text, advanced technology text, Vimana Shastra, and all the Vedic texts introduction, and then different types of vimanas, what are all the space vehicles the ancient civilizations used, and then the propulsion, like modern technology, we have very less like principles of propulsion, and but ancient ancestors used to have like lots of principles, and I'm going to discuss sources of propulsion, and then the future scope of this research, and then summary and conclusion. So coming to ancient alien ancestors, there are like a lot of archaeology evidences, especially in my country, India. We can see like many old temples. Nobody knows when they built it, and like even when we see the history, the dating of those temples. Also, it is like very old and so perfectly built that even modern machines cannot build it so perfectly. And also, like Puranas means history. There are texts called Puranas. So those the Puranas, the Vedic texts, we call it granthas, and in that there are many recordings of intergalactic travel. There are many stories, means history, about the ancient ancestors, that they used to travel in from one galaxy to other galaxy. So there was intergalactic travel, time travel, also teleportation also, and their ancient alien ancestors and their works, what they have done for the benefit of humanity, they have done. Like they have passed on to us lots of Vedic texts, ancient texts in very ancient language. So it has like lot of secret messages, because it's a completely coded language. It has multiple forms in it. When we translate it into the technical meaning, we can get the technical meaning out of it, and when we are going to translate it to universe related meanings, then and energies related meanings, then we are going to get some other message from it. So everything is proved, and even invented also in the 21st century. So the formation of earth and life in it, for example, this one Bhagavad Gita, it is a very famous text. Many of us might be knowing it. So when we are going to translate it to the other form, we are going to get the information not about the ancient ancestor story, but about the formation of earth and life in it. So there are like many hidden secret messages in every single text, such a way that it is like coded in multiple forms. We can get many meanings from it, and we can understand the universe around us, the energies around us, and all those. So archaeology evidences I have mentioned, and then there are lots of ancient texts. Even our country ancient texts have like Sanskrit texts have been moved on, and now also available in other countries libraries. And even the festivals and the traditional practices in this country, so these are also like completely science, because every single festival is depending upon a particular planetary position, so that energies extraction, the procedure, everything is completely science, like microcosm and macrocosm. So there are many such things. So let me just show something very interesting in our country, India. So archaeology sites of ancient alien ancestors. So there is a place called Chhattisgarh. So there we have 10,000-year-old rock paintings depicting aliens and UFOs. So we can see in the first picture over here, UFO shaped object, and at the right side we can see like beings coming down onto the earth. So there are many like even archaeology evidences also over here at the left side bottom picture. We can see temple carvings showing UFO shaped flying object. So like not only the text, we have many archaeology evidences also. And these are other temples. So this is a jetpack, and here we can see at the left side the flying craft cut section, and inside the people have been shown inside this temple. So there are many such archaeology evidences. So basic introduction I would like to give about Vimana Shastra and Vedic texts. So texts on Vimanas. So Vimana Shastra is not the only text on Vimanas. There are many multiple texts. This is just only a single version by a ancient scientist called Maharshi Bharadwaja. That too, it came in the written form later on. So this is just only single text. Okay, so there are like many texts on Vimanas, and all those texts like dates back to 1500 to 1000 BCE. So this is written in Vedic Sanskrit language, means it is like modern Sanskrit is there, so we can understand, but Vedic Sanskrit is completely like different. It is like complicated, it has multiple meanings, it is like most ancient thing, and it needs lots of effort to understand in the modern English language which we are speaking. So it is like even difficult to even translate, because this is very ancient and has too much of infinite knowledge inside it. So that is the thing. And G.R. Josier sir has translated this particular text Vimana Shastra in 1952. But as I told you already previously, that English language we have it is very good, but when we are translating this very ancient text into English, we are missing some things over there. So I have like worked a lot on this, because being an aeronautical engineer, I have understood lots of technical terms which are missed in this English version of Josier sir. So I have like translated it and kept in my book Reverse Engineering Vedic Vimanas, and many interpretations which I have done. And like say Pandit Subbarai Shastri is the first person to put the complete like Vimana Shastra text in written form. So before that, like it is just oral traditions. Only like the teacher will be there, the students will be there, and it used to pass on from a teacher to the student. But in the written form, the first time Pandit Subbarai Shastri has revealed in 1866 to 1940. So this we have to note it down. So because before that there are like many ancient texts available, it like 500 1500 2000 BCE. So all those things are there, but in written form Vimana Shastra is like very latest in written form. So research and experiments are done on Vimana Shastra by many great people, like Shivkar Bapuji Talpade has flown aircraft 8 years before Wright brothers. So this has been hidden because Talpade has done it during the British rule in my country, India. So what happened is Talpade, we have got recently lots of books written by Talpade in Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi, and many such languages he has written. And recently we have translated, our team has translated into Hindi. So that book is available, but still there are lots of works to be done. We are going to translate it into English, and there are like many other things, other books available in other countries. In Germany also it's available even now. So we have to consider all these things, and we have to like many 8 years before Wright brothers, Talpade have flown already. That he have done research on from Vaimanika Shastra only. He has tried to recreate the aircraft. So again, Nikola Tesla sir have done like lots of research, and Swami Vivekananda he has met, and then later he has learned Sanskrit, Tesla, and then again he has done lots of experiments. He has taken patents on VTOL aircraft, UFOs, everything, every single thing like it is there. from Vimana Shastra, Rig Veda also. Hitler in the World War, he has used so many harmful like chemicals. I have written in my book Reverse Engineering Vedic Vimanas, where we found out all those. So I have like a mail. I have got a mail from former NASA scientist. His name is Randall Sir. So he has told to me that he has the blueprints of Hitler's anti-gravity vehicle, D Grok and all those. And that in that blueprint, the reference is given as Vimana's text, ancient Vimana's text. So we can understand like how it has been like how many things have been referred by Hitler, not only Indian civilization and ancient ancestors. Hitler has referred to many ancient civilizations, and this is one of the thing from Vedic texts, the anti-gravity vehicle. So and then there are like more many things, many other things recreated, reinvented materials from this particular text, Vimana Shastra, means ancient aeronautics. And there are devices reinvented, darpanas or mirrors reinvented, crystals from Vimana Shastra, the 21st century, and multiple forms of the language. Like I told, every Sanskrit text is like completely coded with lots of infinite information. So recently we have discovered that the complete text Vimana Shastra gives two more meanings, that is about the universe and about the human beings also. So this is like completely vast, like out of the mind, out of the modern technology and science which we have known. So we are still doing lots of research on this like mysterious ancient amazing texts, and so there are many future like research prospects on this. There are still many materials to be recreated and reinvented, and devices also. And like I told you, Vimana Shastra is not the only text on Vimanas. So these are all the different texts. So the names we can read over here: Vimana Chandrika by Narayana Muni, Vyomayana Mantra, Yantra Kalpa, Yanarka Prakasha, Yana Pradipika. So all this, everything is every text is there mentioned here on Vimanas, is on Vimanas. And these are the like Maharshi Bharadwaja. He is like one of the ancient scientists. We call them as sages. Okay, so they have provided bibliography in this text, Vimana Shastra. So he had consulted 6 treatises by 6 different authors previous to him. This Vimana Shastra and Maharshi Bharadwaja is not the like first thing. Like before that, there are many other texts also. So like we can see, there are also commentators, both Deva Lalla, Narayana Shankar, Vishwambara. So these are the commentators also. So this, since this text is like completely, like I told, multiple forms are there. For example, first form of the shloka, Sanskrit shloka, will be telling us how the device looks like, or the dimensions of it. Then the second form meaning of the shloka gives us how it works. And then the third meaning, it could give us like where we can put it and how to use it in the Vimana. So there are like multiple meanings and multiple forms of the text. So and like this is also, they have, the ancient ancestors have given us, provided us completely like encyclopedia, like types of Vimanas. They have given us which type of Vimana, means the space vehicle, which type of space vehicle we need to use in which yuga. So yuga means particular time period, like centuries, like that. So there are 3 types: Mantrika, Tantrika and Kritaka. So the propulsion sources, coming to the propulsion, so their modern technology is like very less advanced, very less advanced compared to these ancient amazing space vehicles, intergalactic space vehicles. So actually when we have done research, then we found these the 7 sources of power of the Vimana in one of the chapter. So fire, earth, air, sun, moon, water, and sky. So and I'm like feeling very bad to say that in modern science and technology, whatever knowledge we are having, for example moon, okay, so when we think about moon as the power source of vimana or any aircraft or like spacecraft, then we start digging the moon. That is not the thing. There are some unseen energies going on, like for example the sun and solar energy, right? So there are like many things, many amazing things which we are not able to identify in the modern science and technology, and we are spoiling the earth and even the moon also. Now we are starting to dig. So that is not the thing. Like infinite sources of power around us to use for the aircraft, like spacecrafts. So and also this is another amazing thing, description in Vimana Shastra text, that is there are various regions in the space. Special energy extraction devices are also mentioned. So that is also there. There are all the special various regions in the space. We can just like do research and identify what kind of energy we can extract and with which kind of device. So and these are all the research like future scope which we have like done summarized. So we can improve the modern technology. The left side we can see technology in modern days. Launch vehicle example, okay, we can improve that by doing vertical takeoff and the launch vehicle. We in my hand you can see Rukma Vimana. So like there are many vimanas which I have like done reverse engineering and done the 3D model. So what we have understood is that we can improve performance based on the knowledge available in these ancient Vedic scriptures. We can try to adapt and use improvements like lower drag, higher lift for the same dimensions and lower weight, and then propellants also. Like in modern days we use different propellant, but in ancient times, like for example if we use herbs mentioned in these ancient scriptures, we can improve the thrust by modifying compositions of the propellants. So that we can try to do and improve the modern technology. And like I told you, there are like many principles of space flight in the Vedic texts which we can read, but modern technology we use only single one. We use like rocket technology like that. But like modern humans, we have lately found gravity waves. So gravity waves are mentioned long back in the text called Surya Siddhanta by these ancient ancestors. So in that planet's magnetic field modification procedure is described, that is the gravity alteration with magnets, electromagnets, increasing the sun's magnetic field on a particular aircraft, spacecraft, and decreasing that of earth's magnetic field onto that spacecraft, and then going to the space. Many such like out of the box knowledge things are mentioned in this ancient text. But lately we have found gravity waves, that is like we have found it very late. And such ideas, every such information and knowledge we can take from these ancient scriptures and do research. We can investigate further for results. And here we can see launch vehicle composites, like I told you, by using herbs we can follow the even the manufacturing procedures, okay. So for example the spacecraft material, when we try to implement these herbs, these magical herbs kind of things, then the automatically the weight will be reduced and the strength will be increased, so that the new composite material will be good. So all these things are there. And even food also has been mentioned in this ancient text. Like I told you, this energy, solar energy with solar panels. Not only that, like considering all frequencies banned from sun's energy, ancient device sun crystal is there. So it converts into electricity. Our team Sriviti is doing research on all these things. as mentioned in the ancient scripts, there are like several locus, means regions in the space locations having energy fields, like those energy used by the space vehicles, while particular devices, energy extracting devices. So by investigating these devices and regions of energies useful for space vehicles, we can make space travel much easier and efficient. So the summary and conclusion is the complete ancient text. It is composed in coded language with abundant and infinite knowledge about the complete universe. Like I told you, moon, for example, moon power extraction. So that doesn't mean just go dig the moon. It has like many useful other sources which we cannot see when we investigate all these texts in detail. For example, solar energy, like that. So that is also there are like multiple forms of this text, and that is the reason why sages have created various versions of Vimana Shastra. Like I told you, there are many other versions and terminology. So rediscovering and reinventing from Vimana Shastra, they already there are many materials and devices reinvented from it. So it is great to do research, but we have to focus on how to develop the modern technology and not to harm the nature and universe. And because we have missed to take care of the nature and environment also, by focusing on the technology advancement, it affected us a lot, right? So universe gives back to us whatever we give it. So our ancestors always had used technology which never harmed the nature. Like I told you, herbal propellants and many such things. There are like pollution is not at all there. So we need to develop modern technology by using these ancient texts. At least now we have to refer. So the references which I have taken are Brihad Vimana Shastra by Maharshi Bharadwaja, the ancient text, and then the English translation, and Vimana Shastra rediscovered, and then my books, Reverse Engineering Vedic Vimanas and all, to make this PPT. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. So Kavya, that was your entire presentation? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, actually, I have the models with me. So if you think that there is time, I will be just showing some of the models which I have reverse engineered from Vimana Shastra and recreated.
Oh, absolutely. And if you'd like, we can go into the Q&A session as well now, or if you have some demonstrations that you'd like to do. Also, if your associates would like to present or talk, we'd be happy to have them on, and we can do that in the Q&A session as well.
Yes,
do you want to present? Do you want to present the models that you've created?
Yes, sir. Just I'll tell the names. Okay. So this is Shakuna Vimana. It is like a huge ornithopter. The cut section is there. So these are the energy extraction devices. This is a cut section. A dome will be there on top. But I have modeled it based on the diagrams to show it how it looks inside also. So this is like these wings are like extendable to a infinite length. So this is like a huge wing ornithopter, and this is Rukma Vimana. It has like very advanced propulsion also. Electromagnets are there at the bottom of this aircraft. So at the top we have sun crystal. It will be extracting energy, a lot of energy from the sun. And this is a Sundara Vimana. It is having, we can see over here, the like it is like a solid rocket boosters kind of pillar structures. Inside it will be going, and it has like embedded inside, means as I told you, there is no thing like fuel and exhaust kind of thing. It is like something like a rechargeable battery chemicals kind of things. So this is the energy extraction device at the top. And all these vimanas are like multiple they can just transform. For example, this particular vimana, it can go under the water, on the water like a ship, on the road like a car, and also into the air like the airship, and into the space. So this is like multiple transformation will be there. This is a cut section over here. We can see inside generator and all those. and the tail and the propeller. So all the Vimanas are like they can just transform. They can like example, even the propellers also. So propellers also, they can be like embedded inside when the Vimana goes to space, something like that. They're completely transformable. So they are multi-purpose Vimanas.
Wonderful. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go into the Q&A session then? And we're a little bit ahead of
Sure, sir.
schedule, but
Sure, sir.
again, that was a wonderful presentation. Before we do that though, let me put it on gallery view, and everyone please give an enormous hand for
Thank you, sir.
Kavya Vadati. And also many thanks to Kishle for introducing her, and happy birthday, Kishle.